They could have picked anywhere to fight, but they chose this. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody.
Up first is the boss from the United States of America. Their last...
This bout is...
We welcome you... You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. That jab won't score. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Can't score with that hook again. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Lands the jab. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful. Hold that. And mediocre goes down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And now going for the finish. Final 10 seconds here. Pull her right there. And at some point, the corner needs to decide, and down goes mediocre. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
His leg. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that.
Oh, no, got to cut you off here, Johnny. This may do it. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And down to the canvas goes mediocre. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
Striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying the lead. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this, my whole life tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat back trade like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this. When you team going crazy, it's like a mosh pit. Lonely at the top, they won't give what it's costing. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend.
First up, the Boss from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI national title. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same.
This bout.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, I feel so privileged to be here.
We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. And he blocks the left uppercut. Why weren't they more cautious? Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Right hand, right on point. Everybody's got their eye on the champion. You have to defend that belt. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This may do it. It's all coming to an end. And mediocre goes down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. And down goes mediocre. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Real generals back in the building. Tell her man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday engine, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes, I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear Nick's the tone as I pour my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out. But you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of. Feeling kinda restless.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time. Up first is the boss from the United States of America. And they hold the SCI national title, coming off a knockout victory in their last fight. Against them, the Wild One from the United States of America. They won by TKO in their last fight.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks, trimmed with black, introducing the current National Cruiserweight Champion, The Boss. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the cyan trunks with light green trim, the Wild One.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Those counter punches have to hurt. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Champion is back for another defense. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It. That was the big shot we were waiting for. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
That jab won't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. A chance to make history. And the Wild One gets dropped. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
I've got to see that again.
Are you okay?
Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
What do we expect to see here in round two? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
This could be the end. And right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round.
Whoa, Johnny! He may see a stoppage here. The wild one goes down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on.
And the boss has been dropped. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. One round, 2 knockdowns. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
That is showing the fitness. That is showing the stamina. That is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Good defense on the right uppercut. Good defense stopping that jab. How about that time counter shot? You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a massive massive upset this would be. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Oh my, that's a game changer. And the wild one goes down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. That you say it. Night-night.
Fight, I'm by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight, I'm by the. Always tryna fight, I'm by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might pop my jack and uppercut, and he up on my way. Where my way? Discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog. I'm what coach flip. Underdogs coming out on top. Got us so sick. 1, 2, 3. I think it's over. 4, 5, 6. He leaning over. 7, 8. They bout to ring the bell. 9, 10. Pack 'em up like mail. It's over. 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 UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed. UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed. It's over. 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 I'm undisputed. It's over. 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 I'm undisputed, baby. Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only 2 options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, ain't no
crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you about to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, look at that. All the belts, mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, what ping we bring, man, right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping we bring, man, right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping we bring, man, right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punched you, never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, joke of the show. Better keep those hands up, swing for their fences, or you're going no poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people champ? Swing like you got a thing to lose, it's the ESBC, beat them neatly, titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles, brother have a kid on his heels. In the ring it's gritty and real, brave art man put a kid on his shield. At Daft man put a kid on his, been bad from when I was swinging on field. Left up, give a brother whiplash, not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna showboat over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince Nat. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins, go mad like Mike when they lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money, most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling.
There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in clean though, without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody? I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, the Boss. And they do have a speed advantage here. They're coming up against Wild One. This fight takes place in the Cruiserweight division, and they will enjoy a power advantage.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Up first is the Boss from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI national title. In their last fight, they won by knockout.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with blue trim. Introducing the current National Cruiserweight Champion, the Boss. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, wearing the dark...
You can tell both of these athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Nice counter shot. We know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, but it's really paying off. That left hook missed. His stamina is off the charts. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much for defensive abilities. I promise. Here we go for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And the Wild One gets dropped. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say.
a side, pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, we already on the way. Better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands in.
Shot from the gods.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
I want to think about that one here. Need to pick things up here in the second.
I can't swim, but it's still I can try to swim.
It's
Sure.
hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place.
No, I can't swim.
You've got to change the habit. You've
try
got
to.
to change something. Because otherwise, why should it change?
Is he going to punch himself?
No, I can't swim, but I can try. I'm with him. Okay. Uppercut. That uppercut special.
One-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Bro, whoever's in my chat, can you comment? I'm trying to see who that is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
Guys up. I'm starving.
You heard that right.
I won every round.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it then believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reround. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you.
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, the Boss. And you can see they will have a speed advantage. Up against them, Powerhouse. Up first is the Boss from the United States of America. And they hold the SCI national title, coming off a knockout victory in their last fight. And they'll be facing Powerhouse from the
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with blue trim, introducing the current national...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
What a great... So here we go. Should be a good one. Blocks that left hook. The corner's got the tower. They're going to throw it in. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Down goes Powerhouse. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Gotta waste time. Step behind the referee.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, and Powerhouse has been dropped. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Somebody can smell.
Whoa, Johnny! Why weren't they covering up? And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything. Not the best of rounds with 10. Did you see that? And Powerhouse has been knocked down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's lights out right there.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they...
There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sticker waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the rating. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got there ain't room for two. There ain't no room, I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. This way you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for take off, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom! Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson. First up, the Boss from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI national title. The last time we saw them in the ring, they won by a TKO.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the ring.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Right. It's hard. You've got to concentrate, preserve that energy, because when the heat's on you and you get hit, that's double heat.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That hook's blocked. Swing and a miss with that hook. Right hook's blocked. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? And he scores with the counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
on to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's bombs away. See the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing. Did you see that? And now going for the finish. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Hold that thought. What a massive upset this would be. And Spaceman goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be. We just saw it.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here we go in round 3. Who's gonna land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He missed with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Good defense with that left jab. That hook doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was all. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Why weren't they covering up? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The referee really thinking about stopping it. Whoa, wait a minute. And they got caught. Disaster averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Stumbling around in potholes. That was the moment.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the... And there's the bell for round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Right hook catching air. The straight right just misses. And what an engine on this fighter, continuing to throw and land power shots. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Some spaceman for spaceman. He's been dropped. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely.
Please sit down, bro. Oh my God. Please sit down.
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right.
And there's the bell for round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear Nick's the tone as I pour my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're starting there.
Yeah.
I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there?
Hello, would you pick up the phone?
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it
Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. That counter punch caught him clean. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Those counter punches have to hurt. Spaceman. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear Nick's the tone as I pour my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're starting there.
Yeah.
I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there?
Hello, would you pick up the
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm now on your message, talking about remember. Silence in return, that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the Brontosaurus, and then the T-Rex turned around and ate the florist. That's why I lost my FTD endorsement. But that's really not important. My sadness is snitch, my melancholy informant. Despair wears the wire, my longing rapping the song. My worry is the rap, my lonely tapping the phone.
I wanna give you reasons, tell you what I'm feeling, but none of these lines are secure. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. My tears run off your shoes like water from a goose. You try to wash off all the dirt, but your hands aren't getting clean. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Are you there? Hello, would you pick up the
to make believers on receivers as you sit back and observe as the rubber curly cord just absorbs all my words. Will you collect us, then connect us, or neglect us on the hole into the wall, then cross the wires on the telephone poles, then bounces off the towers, then up into the satellites, then falls down back to earth to bring a broken heart. Lost the appetite and lack of sleep if it's dead and flat and line.